All right, we are live for another Law Talk. I'm Jerry Mason, the Kickin lawyer. Thank you guys for joining us today. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe to the content. We're available on all podcast platforms, social media platforms, just anywhere you want to see anything. Just look at Kickin Lawyer and it'll pop up. You can also follow us on TikTok. Lots of good dances, etc. on the TikTok. Josh usually does all the dances.
All the dances.
Just go check us out over there. As always, if you haven't yet, please download the band The Band's Inside My Head. Their album is available for free wherever you listen to music. Great dudes, local band. Please support them. And Michelle Allen is the longtime supporter of the show. And if you're buying, selling, renting, leasing real estate, or anything else, she'd be glad to help you out. Just holler at Michelle Allen with Cry-Like Realtors. Mason's High Octane Martial Arts has been open for 30 years in Covington, Tennessee. We just had a great weekend in Dallas with the team and everything. It was a lot of fun. Just visit masonsmartialarts.com. We'd be glad to get you started on your kicking journey, too. The Cellar Restaurant and Prohibition Bar is located off the square here in Covington. We've got good music, good food, good drinks, all kinds of stuff. Just check us out. Open every day by 4 o'clock, and we also do brunch on the weekends. And Masonite Digital Marketing, Josh will be glad to help you with, he's got drone footage you can do for commercials now, even though he crashed one of them.
It's okay, I got another.
Yeah, he'll do all that kind of stuff to help you with your marketing. Just visit masonitemarketing.com. And last but not least, the Covington Comic-Con returns to Covington August 12th and 13th. You can buy tickets online now at covingtoncomiccon.com. We've got some cool swag and stuff that will be available very soon, too. You visit us on Facebook, you can see some of the updates on guests and whatnot. And joining me today, who has now joined the ranks of entrepreneurs in the area, is Miss Amada. And how you say your last name?
Paz.
Yeah.
Amada Alejandra Paz Garcia.
Yeah. I was going to screw that all the way up. You know, funny side note on that. This weekend, I was at this big martial arts event in Dallas, right? And so I obviously have somewhat of a Tennessee Southern slang when I talk, just a little bit. So it's funny. I go to these national events, right? And they always want me to be the announcer. So 3 years now in a row, I've been the announcer at the event. But here's what's terrible. There are all these Korean masters that I have to introduce. And so I literally told them, I didn't know this time they wanted me to be the announcer until I got there. And I looked at the list of names, and so when I got on the mic, I immediately said, look, folks, I apologize when I try to say these names like I'm from Tennessee, and you're going to be able to tell. Anyway, but you know, let's start with that before we talk about your bakery, because I'm excited about that. But you speak Chinese too, right?
Yeah, I speak Chinese.
Chinese,
Spanish, English, and some Bulgarian.
Some Bulgarian because of the husband.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I got to know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure that. Well, that's the same thing when I go to like the Mexican restaurant and they're over there speaking Spanish.
You know Spanish?
I speak a little Spanish. I actually do. It's more Spanglish. You know, it's a nice hybrid. But I do speak a little Spanish.
Nachos with queso?
I can order food. I can ask. I can speak it enough, like a kindergartner probably, to where someone that's a Spanish speaker could probably understand me. The problem is when you talk it so fast, I have to break it down like word by word.
Oh, we speak so fast, yeah.
Yeah, so you got to literally say like the word, let me process it in my head. So I guess Spanish is your native language, right?
Yes.
So like what do you dream in? What language do you dream in? Spanish? Just curious. In your dreams, is it Spanish, English, Chinese, or Bulgarian?
Yes, everything.
Yeah. Really? Everything?
Yeah, everything. And in my head, sometimes I'm thinking Spanish or in English.
Huh. So it just switches over? How long have you been speaking English?
I mean, speaking in English since I was like 21, like 4 years, but actually learning English since I was like 3 years old. I was in a private school in Mexico, so half of my classes were in English.
Oh, that's good. I think that they should do more language earlier here. Spanish especially should be.
Either Spanish, French, or whatever, do something.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, even Chinese, that's a hard one. Can you write Chinese?
A few words.
Yeah,
because it's so hard. Not even Chinese people know how to write.
Yeah, Chinese. I was going to say it's very difficult. When I went to Korea years ago, as I started going over there and being in Taekwondo my whole life, I started to learn a little of the Korean language. And the Korean language is actually, it looks difficult for Americans because it looks like symbols.
But it's easy.
Yes, it's much easier.
They have an alphabet.
I won't say it's, I was going to say, I won't say it's easy, but it's definitely easier than Chinese.
Chinese doesn't have an alphabet, and they sound the same, or they mean different stuff, so it's hard.
Yeah.
But I could have conversations with Chinese before when I used to live there.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's kind of like anything else. You could probably speak, but they would detect an accent maybe, like it's not super clear. Like they understand you, like enough to get around. Like I feel like I could do that with Spanish if I have to. I found out this weekend I'm gonna have to go to Argentina at the end of September.
They speak different.
They speak Spanish,
I mean, they speak
right?
Spanish, but it's a mix of Spanish from Spain and Spanish from Latin America. So it's a mix of. They have different words, and I don't know which type of Spanish.
I don't either.
No.
I told you it's Spanglish. No, I'm supposed to go there for another martial art event. So I've never been to Argentina, so that'll be interesting.
Oh, nice.
It's a long flight. So on to more current things domestically. You just opened your own business. So why don't you tell us about what the business is, what you provide, where it is, all that.
So I'm the owner of Dulce Amada Bakery. Dulce means sweet, and Amada is my name, but Amada also means beloved. So it's basically like sweet love. And we are located in 120 West Liberty Avenue, like here right across.
Literally across the street
Yeah.
from across the street from the law firm.
You're gonna be able to see the huge like sign. I have like a 6x6 foot sign, and it's white and pink, so you cannot miss this spot. So right now I'm selling cheesecakes and I'm selling Mexican desserts such as like tres leches. Have you tried tres leches before?
Yes, I have.
What does that mean?
It's three cheeses. No, 3 milks. 3 milks.
Yeah.
Leche is milk. Yeah.
Yeah, milk.
Queso is cheese. Yeah.
Queso. Yes, yeah. So that cake is really, really good. Everything that's from Mexico that I sell in there is not that heavy. Because usually like American desserts are pretty heavy and sweet. So those are kind of like a little bit less than that.
Yeah.
And I also sell the Mexican cheese pie. It's like a cheesecake type of thing, but lighter and not that sweet as the American one. I also sell, what do I sell? I don't know. I sell chocolate chip cookies, triple chocolate cookies. I sell fresh pastries in the morning for breakfast, brunch, like pepperoni, pocket pie, and ham and cheese, and homemade cinnamon rolls. Everything is homemade. I wake up at 4 a.m. I bake everything fresh. So people come inside the bakery and they smell like the nice cookies.
What time do you say you get there?
I get there at 4 or 5 a.m.
4 or 5 a.m. And then what are the hours of the business?
Right now I'm open from 8 a.m. until like around 4:35 or until I sell out. I've been selling out at 2 p.m.
Okay.
I've been trying to keep up, but slowly I will like bake more and get more people.
Well, it's like everything else. You'll have to figure out what ends up leveling out to keep your stock.
It's way different now when we plan, because we made a whole plan and everything, and I'm like, I mean, it's good.
No, it's good. Well, so a lot of businesses, we experience that with the restaurant, really just about any business. Usually in the beginning, you'll get a hit just because it's new. And then the key is making sure it's a consistent quality product and hoping that those people will continue to come back.
Yeah, keep updating. You're gonna keep putting new stuff, and I mean, I'm gonna slowly be doing that.
Yeah. What got you into bakery stuff? Like, what got you into doing that, into baking?
I don't really know. I mean, when I was 8 years old, I started I don't know, I was just bored, and I was like, okay, let me try something. I never had an oven because my dad, for some reason, didn't want to buy an oven because he's like, who's gonna bake in the house? So I was just looking for cold pies. You just blend it and put it in the fridge, and that's how I started making. I was making the same pie since I was 8 years old, and then I was actually studying to be a civil engineer. I really love numbers and everything. I literally built the house. I designed the house. I did the blueprints, the 3D design. My dad did it. He hired people and they did it because he used to do that before. And I was really good, but then I didn't really feel passionate about it. I was good at it, but I didn't really feel like I liked it. So I just quit college and I just started baking.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing about baking then? I mean, it sounds like it's a passion of yours. What's the part that you enjoy?
The process and to see people that they enjoy.
Yeah, well, I guess that's kind of what my question was. My passion has always been martial arts. People know me for all this other stuff, but martial arts is really what my passion's always been. And so then there are elements of it. Is it nice because it's cool that you can kick, or is it cool that all these different elements? But now as I'm older, one of the things is I like seeing the benefit it brings to the students, to the people that you train, and you can see how it literally does change their lives for the better, in my opinion. And obviously food can be a great point of joy for people.
I mean, here I'm introducing the Mexican pastries also, so people can try them. Some say have tried them before because they had Mexican friends, but some others is what is this? What's a Mexican tres leches cake? And they get 5 or 3, or they just get the whole thing. So they've been liking it.
Do you do any that's sugar free or gluten free or anything like that?
Yes, I do if they order, but later on I'm gonna have like a daily sale of
Yeah.
gluten-free things.
So right now you've got some stuff you have in there for sale, but I assume you're also taking orders. People can call in
Yeah,
and
I'm
order
actually
stuff.
taking orders for any type of event, cake orders, decorated butter cookies. Like if you want, you're gonna have like a big event, I can do like a type of like, how do you call it? I forgot the word. Catering.
Catering.
Yes, that one. What for desserts?
Yeah. So cupcakes, cookies, cakes,
Everything.
pies,
Bread.
bread. You said cinnamon rolls.
Yeah,
Like-
the cinnamon rolls. Yeah, so
Yeah.
nice. I really like the smell when they're making them.
Donuts.
No, I
No
don't do nothing
donuts?
fried. I don't fry nothing because it's just too much oil.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's donut places around here. The
Y-
cinnamon
yeah,
rolls could
that's
draw
right.
you in some morning people, though. Are you going to offer any beverages at any point?
Yes, at
Yeah.
some point I'm actually like, I actually ordered like the cup sealing machine. You
Uh-huh.
know, have you tried the bubble tea?
Okay.
Milk tea?
Yes, I have. However, if it's what I think you're talking about, I don't like it. Now
The little bubbles? The little thingies?
maybe it wasn't. Is it? I thought you were talking about the stuff that's got a. So I have a friend who's from. It's not Mexico. Where is he from? And then he's gonna be upset if I don't remember where he's from. He's
Guatemala,
Hispanic
Honduras,
though.
Ecuador,
What?
Venezuela, Colombia, no?
No,
Brazil,
maybe Brazil.
Chile.
They speak
Peru.
they speak Portuguese there, and he speaks both Portuguese and Spanish, so it may be Brazil.
Well, they don't speak Spanish, they speak Portuguese.
Well,
he's
he
from
speaks
Portugal.
both. So
Portugal are next to Spain.
I don't remember. But here's what I was going to say.
Okay.
We would go to tournaments. This is a martial arts guy, right? And so we would go to tournaments, and he would have it was like a jug that had like, looked like it was made out of a coconut almost. And then it would have this bulbous stuff in it. It was like these.
At the bubble, like the little black thingy.
Yeah. I didn't like the taste of it. It was like a tea or
But
something.
they barely taste like something.
Yeah, you're talking about a bubble thing, like some kind of bubble tea or something.
Well, I call it bubble tea, but something they call boba tea.
I think
Or
that's
like
what.
milk tea.
Is it got anything in it, like a
Yes.
substance in it, like a
Yeah.
solid, like a fruit or a?
It has like little like bowls.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Like-
about.
like the
I
black
didn't, I didn't like
thing.
it. Now some people love it.
Well, but have you tried the brown sugar tea?
No.
Sugar milk tea.
So you may not know this, Amada, because I can't remember the last time I talked to you about what I eat. But
you
so
don't eat?
I do eat, but I only eat meat.
Ah,
So I'm
yeah,
on the
I remember.
carnivore diet.
You don't drink milk?
I will do. I don't, but I could. I do meat and animal products. So I'll do eggs, cheese.
Veggies?
No vegetables, no
No
carbs,
veggies
no
at all?
sugar, zero, none. I only do meat, and I try to only do like lean cuts of meat, actual, not like processed meats. Like I only do steak, chicken, salmon. I'll do hamburger, like things like that. But that's all I eat. I've lost like 13 pounds.
You eat everything when it's in the cellar.
Yes, but I don't eat the
Yeah.
I don't eat the fries. I don't eat the
Ah.
vegetables because I just don't think. I think everybody's different, and I think with my blood type and body chemistry, I function better that way. I love sweets, like the chocolate cake you made for the cellar. Loved it. Like I love any chocolate's my weakness personally, especially.
Dark chocolate.
Remember, I was telling you about I'll do dark chocolate. I'll eat dark chocolate. But I was telling you about the one that I
Truffles?
had it's got like I'll eat truffles. It had like a ganache in it with like a cheesecake and with fudge and man, like something like that.
Oh, yeah, you explained to me.
Yeah. So that's like my favorite, right? But I haven't had any of that in like working on 2 months. So it's very difficult. I know, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
Okay.
I'm all for it. I think it's something that's needed in the community. I mean, we don't have anything around here like that, at least close. You know, I know there's one other bakery guy, but he doesn't do
He
really
does much
desserts. That's more
bread.
bread, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not right here. You know, I think you have to
Yeah.
go off the way a little
I
bit.
got a good location.
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody can see it.
No, I agree. It's a great location.
Everybody got to drive through it.
I'm trying to do, hopefully in the next couple of months, a book record store, recording studio up here on the square. So it'll be just up the hill here. And so I'm hoping to work something out with all of the businesses around here where we can sort of get our customers to go to each one, like some sort of stamp card or something where they can go try all the different places around here. So my customers become your customers and vice versa. So I think that's good for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I told you this before. I'm always very pro entrepreneur Because if you succeed, I think it helps me succeed and vice versa. And I think that's how everybody needs to look at it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but who doesn't like cake and cookies and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, everybody. We also have cake toppers. Like, let's say I won't get upset if somebody doesn't get a cake from me. They can also go get a cake topper, like happy birthday, or they can be custom made. Because I also want to support the community. So a guy that I met at the farmer's market, he makes them.
Mm-hmm.
And a lady that's at the farmer's market, she makes like notebooks and she draws on them so cute on the main page.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a recipe book now.
Oh, cool.
So I also like supporting.
When you do the cakes, are you doing them with fondant? Or do you do like...
Don't leave the order with it.
It depends.
They don't really like it because it's too sweet. They just order like little details.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that we're also doing is like, Lucy from Go Lucy Go.
Yes.
Okay, so we are working with her.
Uh-huh.
She baked for us for the opening. She baked some brownies, and all the sales are gonna go to her organization.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah, so she'll probably come like once a week. She'll bake some brownies, cookies, or whatever she want to bake, and she'll display in the front.
Sweet. Now, I haven't been over there yet because I didn't realize you were open. I was out of town the last week, so I missed. It was last week you said was the...
Last week they painted it, they put the sign and everything.
Yeah. So I missed but your grand opening is Thursday?
Friday, 10 a.m.
Friday at 10 a.m. Friday at 10 a.m.
There's going to be samples of the menu, so you should go.
Now, I want to come, but I'm going to go and tell you, I got court Friday morning, so it depends on if I get out in time. I have all these innocent clients.
You can stop by anyways.
Okay, I can stop by later. So tell me when people walk in, like what's going on over there? Obviously, you're going to have some product displayed. Do you cook? Do you bake there? Or what's your setup?
Like how does it look like?
Yeah. Like if they walk in, is it like a display case? Can you eat stuff there? Do you have to take it out? Or do you bake there?
So it's just like a grab and go. They can really sit in there. Mm-hmm. I have a couch with a cute background with some flowers and neon letters and everything, so people can take pictures. And yeah, people's been taking pictures. When people come inside, everybody's amazed. It's like, wow, it's so cute. It's like super bright colors, and they're just so happy to see it. I have display cakes so people can see also my work. I mean, it's not just like a Pinterest picture that I will show you like, oh yeah, I can make that. Mm-hmm. I am actually showing you the actual size of what you're getting and how I decorate it. And it already has a lot of fingers in there because people keep touching it. Like, is it real? And they're just touching it. Uh-huh. So, and on the right side, I have the decoration area where I'm gonna be like decorating the cakes whenever I have cake orders so people can see how I do it. And on the left side, I'm going to have, that's where I have the display cases and everything.
So I was looking at messages here because I can see the feed. And my wife says bubble tea and that, it was the drink that she had while we were eating with her brother and his girlfriend at that lunch. And she loves bubble tea. So you'll have her as a customer.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. She'll eat that other stuff too. Like she does. And then this other lady says, oh, well, Hey, Corin, how are you? I met her this weekend in Dallas. She says bubble tea is her favorite.
See, all the girls like bubble tea.
Apparently. So if it's what I'm thinking about, I've tried it, and it was not my thing, right?
My husband doesn't like it either.
Yeah, everybody's different. And so that's all good. That's what makes the world go around, right? And I forgot what I was going to say to you about that. I lost my train of thought. Must not have been important. She said, I'm a Thai tea or chai girl, double boba. Yeah, is that what it is? The boba? Is that that's what it's called? Yeah, it's got those little balls.
Pearls sometimes.
Yeah, not cool for me. Well, when do you plan on having that?
When?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a surprise.
So that's what I was about to say. Just reminded me. So some people, like my wife, she could be a vegetarian. Like she doesn't like meat. She'll eat.
She can be or she is.
She is not, but she could. What I mean by could be is her preference if she had to pick is to eat vegetables and stuff. Whereas
so you're the opposite.
I'm the opposite. I'll eat vegetables. I don't like them. But right now I've just chosen to just do carnivore, just eat meat, see how it works for me. And I think a lot of it's based on people's genetics and blood types and all this kind of stuff and what works. But, like grains, there are people that probably need like some of the breads and stuff that you're going to do. Another weakness of mine is a good cinnamon roll. I like those too. But again, I'm trying to not eat any of that. Look, to be nice
once a month.
for you, what I will do is I will come over there and try some of the stuff. But you have to hold me to it. I'm just going to have like a bite so I'm not really cheating.
Yeah, because Jerry and I can look at a cinnamon roll and gain 30 pounds.
I'll probably gain weight walking in your place.
It?
Exactly. Yeah. I'll smell it and get calories. And we have the genetics of like a bullfrog.
Yeah, we have terrible genetics.
What's a bullfrog?
A big frog.
The toad?
Yeah, like a toad. My
Okay.
point was, I easily get fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, I don't do well with the sugars, although I love them a lot. So, what's the plan? I mean, obviously now you've got the plan. You want this thing to be successful, but do you
I
have
mean,
any?
slowly I want to be growing more. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not afraid of like expand to other cities or
Mm-hmm.
hire people. Some people is like, oh, I don't want to hire no one because I'm afraid that I don't know what they're gonna do. Well, you gotta trust in someone so you can keep growing. Because I don't want to be like there 24/7 baking from 4 a.m. till 6 p.m. I want to be like slowly hiring people, hiring whoever likes to bake. Either
Mm-hmm.
girl, boy. I mean, it doesn't matter. So right now I actually have two workers now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Tammy Tamales?
I do.
Tim, yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
she's one of my employees, and another girl that I just met. So they're pretty good. They're like learning fast and everything. So slowly, I wanna like get more people, get more customers, and so I can expand the menu. I can have more things. So right now, because I just started, I just like still have more ideas on what I gotta add in the menu.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll get to it. And I wanna expand to other cities.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you an old guy advice on some of that. Not that you want it. This is actually probably not advice. This is more just my experience. So obviously I have several businesses. And the first experience I had in expansion was with my taekwondo business. So we've had that since it's been open since 93. I bought the place from my instructor in 2000. And my goal was similar to you. I was like, I'm going to grow. I'm going to blow this thing up. I want to have schools everywhere because I had some guys I looked up to in Florida especially that were multiple school owners. They owned a whole bunch of business, a whole bunch of the same. And so they were kind of the owner, and then they had these people that ran each school, right? Anyway, so I bought there's the one that's here in Covington, April 1st, 2000. April 1st, 2001, my goal was one a year. April 1st, 2001, I opened my second location in Ripley, a taekwondo school. Well, the problem that I found, these may not be problems you have, this is my observation. One of the problems I had was, at the time, I didn't have a wealth of instructors under me. Like, I was the senior guy, I was the main teacher. I had some students that had been there a while, but I didn't really have any, like, hotshot students ready to step in and run a place. So I had hired this older couple, they're very nice people. But they weren't really even certified instructors yet. But I had to have somebody there while I ran back and forth, running the classes here, running classes there. Anyway, long story short, I ended up after 6 months closing that Ripley school. Now, fast forward now, I could open another one probably if I wanted to, but I've learned that you have to have good systems in place. You have to make sure that it would operate the same whether you're there or not. It's kind of like, or you partner with somebody. That's what happened with the restaurant. So the restaurant business, James is my partner. We're equal partners, but he's there all the time. He's one that is pretty much running, making the orders, doing the payroll, all these things, which frees me to then do other things. But there's always a give and take, because if you take a partner on, well, you're not gonna you have risk, but you're also trusted in somebody, and then you're splitting what might be profit for you. So it's just the law firm I took up, I've had partners here and stuff. So it's just, there's a lot to learns into going into it. And I said all that to say this. I think hindsight, and I'm adjusting things even with our law firm, it's better to have, to start with, one really solid business. Yeah. One that has a good track record, you've got good data on it, the customer base, your market, you have it. Because when you step out of the sort of the manager role, like the actual owner that's in their role, that's sort of really a manager more than an owner, and you step back and become an owner, there's a lot of risk that can happen there, and you've got to make sure the systems are in place. Now, you're plenty smart enough. I've talked to you before. I know that you're capable of all that. No problem, but I'm just saying that's my personal experience in it. So, like my law firm now, we're backing off a little bit on things. We went from 6 lawyers to 2. We still have 2 offices, but I'll be honest, if I didn't have the lease on the one in Somerville, I don't know that I would keep that one at this point, because we're trying to adjust our practice into just one area and just become sort of masters of that area instead of doing a whole lot of stuff,
I mean, slowly. It takes time.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying like on next month I'm gonna do that.
Oh no, I'm not saying you
it.
could do that and probably do great. I'm just giving you my personal experience
I
in it that was difficult. So, but I think you have the right mindset on it. I was going to tell you too. So there's a young boy. I can't remember his name. You may even know him. He's in Munford, Atoka, and he's got on like the Munford Square some kind of bakery place, and he was working on. It'd be good for y'all to communicate though. He's young, and he's sort of just doing it as a side gig, I think. But he's really interested in exactly what you do, like pastry chef work and stuff like that. I think he does more chocolates though than like baked goods. Yeah, but I don't know if you know.
Like specializes in different stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, can you do chocolates too? You know how to make all that stuff?
I know how to do it.
Nice.
I know how to make the truffles. I've been trying to.
Yeah. Oh, you've been trying to do the truffles?
No, I mean, I know how to, but I've been trying to find the time to do it.
Oh, I see.
Because we were so busy. I mean, we bought the building and we were about to move, actually. We were like planning on moving to another city. And then they were calling me like 3-4 people called me like, hey, they're selling this building. So we just got the building. We liked it. And in a month and a half, we got it ready.
Yeah, no, that was super fast. Because I realized when you got it, I knew when the building sold. And y'all did you do all the work yourself or?
Most of the work. Yeah, we had some help, like some contractors came, but the counters, we did it. We painted the whole thing. We fixed some other stuff. So most of the things, we did ourselves.
Yeah, well, that's the best way to do it. You save money that way. Who did your sign outside?
Signs and prints and signs.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he's here in the square.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I didn't realize they did. Nice. I didn't realize they did those kind of signs.
Yeah, they put them everywhere. I've seen
it's a light up sign.
It was before. It has like the spots to put the lights, but no, it just has the lights outside.
Oh, okay. The reason I ask is our new Taekwondo location needs a sign. I still don't have a sign.
She also does. I think she also makes those. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I just wanted who to turn to because I want to say that's who I interviewed. Didn't I interview them, Josh?
Yeah, they were on the podcast
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Because they do. I thought they were just doing like vinyl signs and stuff.
No, they do, and they do my letters also. They can from the car. What else do they do? Invoices.
They do. I know they do. I think they did shirts and stuff too.
Yeah,
stuff
but
like
also
that.
they do like big. You go to their office and they have like big signs like this one or bigger than these ones.
Huh? I'll have to talk to them. We got to get something up at the. People don't even know we moved. Do you know where the Total Fitness gym is?
Yeah.
So there's a bay beside it. We're renting from Jason, my buddy that owns Total Fitness, and it's a separate business. We're in there. It's the biggest school we've had, but a lot of people don't even know we're there because I don't have a sign up yet. So signs are important. I like your sign though. I like your sign.
Thank you.
It's very bubbly and happy.
Of course, you gotta bring joy to the people.
That's great. That's great. Good.
People can see. Have you drove like to this street at night?
Yes, all the time. I'm literally here all the time.
The previous 1 week, in the previous week, have you drove like at night?
Yes. Well, not in the last week because I just got back last night.
Yeah, because if you drive to this street, you can see my sign. It's the only building that has the light outside and the light on this side. I cannot turn off the lights. I don't know how to. But it looks so nice. I mean, it stands from the business. It's white.
Yeah.
It has a light outside.
So, it's funny you say that because I always wanted this law firm to stand out, right? And this is before I sort of got in a position of some control where I might be able to do whatever I wanted. But anyway, at the time, I wanted to put a big statue on the top of this building with a light on it, like a Lady Liberty with a mini pig on her or something like that. And I thought, man, people will look at that. And I kept getting shot down. But that was why, because, you need to draw attention to it. Even in the evening, it's good. Mm-hmm. But I think you got good branding. Are you going to do T-shirts or anything? You going to sell any stuff with your logo?
Right now, I'm offering, I forgot to say that. I'm offering baking classes for kids, teenagers, adults. And I mean, they can just either book a class with me on the weekend, one-on-one, a group class, or when there's a holiday, I'm gonna be promoting classes also. So when they come to the class, I also gonna give them an apron with my logo, and they're also gonna have a notebook that's gonna have like a cute design outside with flowers, and it's gonna say "Do Some Bakery Recipe Book."
Cool. Well, if you do decide to do any of that kind of logoed stuff, I made a contact who's actually watching us right now. This weekend in Dallas, Corin, their company does, it could be anything you want it to be, it sounds like, but it's basically they build out like a website for you with merchandise on it, like shirts and apparel and different stuff like that. And then you send them the design, they get it on the logo. You don't have to keep any inventory. And people can order direct from the website. And then they drop ship it to them, and then you get, obviously, a cut of that revenue for setting that up. But you can order as many as just one. Like, a lot of those places require a minimum order of, 50 shirts or 100 shirts or 100 aprons or whatever. And they'll set it up and do just literally one if you need to.
Just shirts?
No, I think they do a little bit of everything. I haven't gotten it. My wife has been doing
Do
the.
aprons?
I bet they could do. Hey, Corin, if you're on here, can you guys do aprons? I don't know if she's still watching, but if she is, she can respond. And remind me what the name of the company is. I know it means like just one, but I forgot already what it was. Madeline, I think, has been talking to her because they're doing the Covington Comic-Con shirts this year. One of the problems we had the first 2 years of the Covington Comic-Con, not a problem, is we over-ordered T-shirts. So we got a whole bunch of shirts. They were nice, screened, and then they didn't all sell, so they sat there. And then the next year we had more, and we sold some, but we didn't sell them all, so they're literally just sitting there. So then you end up, well, you're going to give them away, sell them at a discount, what are you going to do? So I like this setup a lot better because it's made to order, and you only get whatever you sell. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to be using them, and the reason we're using them is the GTMA organization that we're a part of, which is really big, is using a Global Traditional Martial Arts. It's the organization, one of the organizations that I'm in. Anyway, they're using them, but they have other clients. They have like Barbie, Mattel, I think, Disney. They've got big clients that use them, and they help build brands. So anyway, something to think about if you were interested in doing that at some point.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Cool. So I guess you're probably exhausted, so I probably need to let you go in a minute.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, we'll do this. Tell everybody one more time the name of your business, where we're located, hours of operation, what they can find, phone number. Do you have a website, any of that yet? Facebook?
I have Facebook. I have social media.
Facebook is the best. Most people don't even look at websites anymore.
Okay, so I'm Amada Paz. My business is Dulce Amada Bakery. It's a cute white and pink building you're gonna see on the square downtown Covington, on 120 West Liberty Avenue. And what else did you say?
Hours.
What did I say? Hours. I open from 7:30 till right now till I sell out. But later on, I'm gonna be open from 7:30 till 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. I'm still checking my times. And you can find custom cakes, custom cookie orders, and you can find pastries such as cheesecakes and what's the other one? Apple turnovers, cheese pies,
cinnamon rolls,
Mexican desserts, cinnamon rolls, bread, and all these type of things. And also we have mini cakes, 4 and 6 inch cakes, just in case you forget somebody's birthday. You can come get it if you forgot somebody's anniversary.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yes, that one. You can just
the anniversary one is the most important one.
Yes.
Well, if it's a spouse's birthday or anniversary, you should remember those.
Yeah, you can just go get a tiny cake, and he's like, "Oh, look what I got you."
Smart. See, that's good, guys. She can help you out.
Yeah, my phone number is.
Yeah, go ahead.
731-324-7748.
Yeah.
And my social media is Dulce Amada Bakery, or in English, Dolce Amada.
Yeah, because I was going to say, for those of us from Tennessee, she's saying Dolce Amada, which is like DULCEAMADA. Yeah, bakery. Dolce Amada Bakery, which means
sweet love.
Sweet love, yes. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you say it in Spanish.
Yeah, I know. I got to think about it. I could say it, but I got to think about it. Just like you had to think of anniversary, right? I have to
it's a long word.
Yeah.
It's like anniversary. It's just the R and the S. It's just hard to say.
Well, you do a good job. Trust me, you have much better English than I have Spanish, Chinese, or Bulgarian. So
that's good. Thank you.
You got me whipped. Well, it's always good talking to you, Amada. Thank you for coming on. Hopefully, you guys will go check her out. As always, don't forget to follow, and subscribe to our content. We're on all social media platforms, podcast platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, you name it. You can find us on there. Check us out. If you haven't already downloaded the NA the Band's album Inside My Head, please do so. It is available for free, and by doing so, you really help these local dudes out. So go ahead and do that, or just give them a like, a share, or something like that. Michelle Allen, feel free to follow her on social media too. She's always on there. She's a great lady and is your go-to if you're going to do anything with real estate in the area. And I was talking earlier about Mason's High Octane Martial Arts. We've been open for 30 years. We're glad to have you guys or your family come train with us. Just visit masonsmartialarts.com. I'll be glad to see you. The Cellar Restaurant Prohibition Bar, I'm going to be there in just a minute. Tonight we have a tap takeover by Crosstown Brewing Company out of Memphis. That means that they'll be there with beer and swag and all kinds of stuff, plus our trivia night. Now that starts at 6:30, so I hope to see you guys there. And then Josh is glad to help you with your online presence, with your branding, your social media marketing, website design, commercials, etc. Just visit masonitemarketing.com. And last but not least, the Covington Comic-Con returns to Covington. Tons of guests are coming. It's going to be a lot of fun for kids of all ages. Come visit us. Visit us at covingtoncomiccon.com for tickets and more information. So we'll see you guys hopefully next week. I hope you've had a good week. We did a live video or a recorded video last week because we were all out of town. So hopefully you guys had a good week, and we'll be back here live again next Tuesday with another Law Talk. Hope you have a good week. Keep kicking. Thanks for watching, guys. Just remember that this is not legal advice or investment advice or business advice. This is for fun and entertainment purposes only.